We're here back for another episode, you know. Listen, people, this one here is a treat. You know what? I'm never going to do too much talking, man. Fantastic artists in the building. Two Bada, welcome, man. What are you saying, brother?
Blessings, King. Say no more. Amen. I'm here.
Two Bada.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to get straight into it. The name Two Bada. Now, probably everybody can make up their own mind to what it sounds like or where it comes from. But you tell me where it comes from and what does it mean?
And you know what? It's a school thing. So from school, when we was busting lyrics, and that man's beating beat on the bus, and man's chopping in. So when I used to drop a lyric, man was like, no, that was too bad. That lyric was just too bad, and then it just kind of stuck. The too bad stuff. So it was too bad for like years and years, and then I think I started doing like drum and bass MCing. And then the bad kind of switched to badder. Kind of extended a bit. So it kind of stuck from there. So it came out of the response to the lyrics.
Okay. So it's just an organic name.
Organic.
So when man beat the table and just start.
Blah.
Yeah, I hear you. But so for me, I've heard of you throughout the years. I was speaking to Blue earlier. He was saying that you used to work with in the streets or whatever. So I have heard of you for a while. But this year in particular, I've seen some stuff online and it's just grabbed me. Some of your freestyles, they've just grabbed me, and I'm saying, bro, no, hold on. This brother's too bad. For real. For real. It works. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like where we are as a people, it's so refreshing for someone like you right now.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? So what is your style? What is it that what would you call yourself in terms of, are you a rapper or you're a conscious rapper? What is it? What's your style?
Yeah, see with me now, my genre, like how I attack my art form, it's broad, and I'm always trying to put a message in there. So even like back in like 2012, I made a tune called Anarchy 2012. It's because I dug up scriptures and I thought, nah, the man don't need to hear this. So I just use my platform and the way I can convey it. So I've always kind of tried to school things through the rap. I'm a bit of I like my science and quantum physics and stuff. So I even try and throw that in certain times. So that's just kind of me in general. And then obviously building up to this year, the music's been kind of, it's been a path that I've been on for a long time. And this year, lockdown was a blessing for me. Like lockdown means different things to different people. Now, I'm a chef by trade.
Okay.
So like my chefing work, right, that's very demanding. 60-hour week, 70-hour weeks, mad days. So
like you mean like what, proper like big restaurant chef?
Proper big restaurant chef. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm a lead chef in one of the biggest football clubs in England.
Oh wow.
So I don't want to say any names.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, so I run my own kitchen there, got a few staff working under me there. So I've been doing in the chefing game.
You swear at them and that? Is that real thing? Is that fake?
Do you know what? Man do that. Certain people do that, but it's usually the same type of person as that fed that abuses his family. Would you bully that school, bro? Is there a problem?
Okay.
You know that it's unnecessary. But it does happen.
Because I seen Hell's Kitchen and I'm saying, that's class. Now they chat to
But you know what's so mad? Don't think chefs don't try to emulate that. So I didn't even gossip first. But then because of that, now people want to adopt the reality attitude and start bad people up for no reason. So I've always, in my kitchen, it's always like, I reckon I can get more out of you on like a good working relationship rather than a bad you up thing. A respect out of a fear type of thing. And I notice I get more out of them with respect. The fear thing makes people make mistakes sometimes. It causes a different thing certain times.
If I'm relaxed and I'm happy, you get better out of me. If I'm stressed and I'm nervous and I'm scared, I'm going to make mistakes and I might not even want to come back tomorrow.
You might not even want to come back. And your heart's not in it either. You're here for a different reason. Don't get me wrong. If you fuck up, you get battered up. But it don't happen often. I don't normally have to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, the chefing thing is so demanding. The music I can do it when I can. I can't put the all into it like I did once upon a time. So then lockdown came out, and it was like, I put everybody at home. I was like, right, look into yourself. That's what he did. It made everyone look at themselves. So for me, as soon as it was like, there's no work next week, I was like, right, one freestyle a week for them. So it was mainly on like just the current issues at the time. So, you know, and pure foolishness was going on in the news, Boris and all of this, and lockdown was new then. So I kind of just attacked it from like that point of view. And then as the weeks were going by, loads of more things were happening. So it was whatever was going on in the world at the time. So I did like 1 to 9. And then after 9, the George Floyd murder happened. So then that was the fuel for number 10.
Yeah.
So it took me ages to write as well. It's like a whole different process to all the rest. All the rest was just like, write some bars, record it on the phone, upload it. Find a spot, upload it. This one here, this George Floyd, for starters, it took over a week to write. I was doing like bit by bit, because it was like it was too serious to just and fling something out. So it was coming bit by bit, and more things were happening as well. So it took a process to write it. And then when I wrote it as well, like, I'd normally record it and upload it straight away. I kind of sat on it for like 3 days. And that ain't like me. And then I woke up one morning and I'm like, today's the day where you're uploading this thing. I had little man over, little man come and stayed over. So he fell asleep in my room. And usually that would be where I check the set and everything. So I woke up, looked at him, and thought, I can't even, you know, I'm just itching to get this thing out. So I went and jumped in the car, drove around the corner, tablet during the car. So that's why that number 10 one is the first one of me in the car. Because that was just literally, I got to get out of my yard now, and I need to do it now.
You've got to attack now. Now. The time is right now.
Right now. And the thing is, because I've been sitting on it for days, and it took me a week to write, the fact that it was now had to be now. Yeah. Went around the corner, recorded this thing in the car, came back. Remember, I've had these lyrics for a week. I recorded it, came back. Little man still asleep. Put headphones on and listened to it for the first time. You see, when I listened to it for the first time back, like as a consumer now, tears come to my eyes. And that's when I knew that this is different. Yeah. Even though I'd wrote it and I know what's in it, I listened to it from everyone else's point of view for the first time. Uploaded it, the thing went crazy.
Yeah, man.
So that's the one that kind of got me noticed. That's the one that where everybody's like, oh, Two Bada. But then there's 9 more before that. That was number 10. Yeah. So it made them go back and see a little bit of the history and things. So yeah, it was kind of from there is when things kind of went a bit.
So would you say that that changed the way that you started to rap? So from then on, I feel like they have changed. Your direction has changed. So I listened to a couple of. I haven't listened to all night. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But they were a little more lighthearted. Yeah. A little bit more, you know. I guess what was happening wasn't as serious. Yeah. But now, when this George Floyd situation happened, I feel like it took you into a different place.
Do you know what, bro? You're 100% right. Yeah. What George Floyd done, what I noticed when I go back and listen to it, same thing. Listen to my ones up to there, and in that one, George Floyd kind of like, it woke up that thing that was been inside of me all the time. Been trying to, I've had little bursts of it, but it almost gave me like, it almost opened up a lane for me to fully express in the way that I've done bits of it before. So I went right in on that because the subject was deep. And you're right. From there, it almost opened up a new channel. Yeah. Because I'd been talking on current subjects, but now I almost became like the voice of everyone else that was thinking it. Yeah. Everyone else was thinking it, but I was blessed with the talent to translate it into a way that can get back to everybody again and resonate. And I think George Floyd kind of like iced what I was supposed to do with my rap. So it almost carved out this new lane, and it did directly give me a direction that was like, that's what you're meant to be doing, because this is bigger than you and what you want out of music. Yeah. You're a part of something much bigger. Yeah, definitely. And George definitely highlighted that.
Because with your George Floyd rap, you very thought provoking. You taught people things. You spoke on things. You wasn't scared to express yourself. Yes. And that is probably the biggest thing for me. Because you know, like some people say, like, I guess you gotta fuck up the bag. Right. Talk about certain things, you're gonna fuck up the bag.
There you go.
So
that's the common thing.
Yeah, I can't say that because I'm gonna fuck up the bag, or In fact, I don't even think like that no more because I think about the bag.
Yeah.
And you didn't do that, and I guess, under normal circumstances, something like that don't even go viral.
Yeah.
Because we shy away from sensitive subjects. We shy away from hard-hitting subjects. We shy away from that.
That's why I say timing's everything as well, because it was at a time where, as black people, we were like, everyone's standing up together. We're not having this now. So then we didn't have, we was marching, we was doing things, but then what's the direction? You know, like there's a lot of energy here, but what's the direction for this energy? So then my thing was I'm going to spit it unfiltered. I'm going to give it to them as raw as possible, because right now we need this.
Yeah, 100.
That's more than anything. Like, we need it, because like you're saying, because music is my thing. I look out into the industry and I'm looking for no one speaking. Like, there's a whole heap of things to talk about. Why aren't they speaking? I ain't hearing nothing. So it's a frustration build up as well. And it's like, obviously as black men, we're under this pressure all the time. George Floyd was just highlighting what's been going on anyway.
Yes.
So that was another part of it. The pot was building.
It's the straw that broke the camel's back. That's the one.
And it broke it. And when it broke it, like I said, how I recorded it and everything was all part of this process. When I listened to it back and I cried the first time, I never cried to any of my bars before. None of my own songs have made me cry before. What was dripping out of my eye, I knew I was on something completely different then. Before I got the opinions of everyone else, I knew that you're embarking on something different. And that thing inside you where you've tried to give little bursts of this before, but like you said, underneath they ain't really going to want to hear all this knowledge and all this kind of thing. So it just bust, the lid bust. And but when it bust, I was like, right, let's go. Because I've got a whole heap more to talk about.
Because it shows in you're very, very knowledgeable. You see, some people speak from a passionate standpoint. So George Floyd's murder, it enraged people, and they spoke from the passionate perspective. But you spoke from a passionate perspective, and going forward, have spoken a lot of facts, a lot of history, a lot of science behind things, and very thought-provoking. And I know people can take away what you've said, go and research it, and get a greater understanding.
Yes,
so there's
100%.
a proper message in the music.
Yeah, because that is part of the journey as well. So spreading the message was part of the journey, but then also at the same time education. Because, like, for instance, I did a tribute to Paulette Wilson.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, so
Paulette Wilson was a lady that was affected by the
Windrush scandal. Yeah, and she was hit quite hard, and she's been living there like 50 years. And got a letter through her door saying, you're illegal, you've got to leave. Now, she's from Wolverhampton, and I've got loads of family from up there. So they kind of, could you do it? So when I read up her story, I was like, this is liberty. So when I wrote that one now, that one was like, that went viral as well. That one kind of, I know this Windrush subject. It's like, not a lot of people know what that is. A lot of people, like, I've heard of it, and it's got something to do with elder Caribbeans. Some of them get deported, innit? That's as far as the knowledge goes with a lot of people. So
that's sad, you know.
It is sad.
Because
it's so sad.
It's affecting us.
And I'm talking to us, and they don't really know because it ain't affected his family directly. So he ain't got a reference point for it specifically. So with the Windrush scandal, Paulette Wilson tribute, what I decided was, in the intro, I'm going to give like a quick 20-second breakdown of Windrush. So just talk about Windrush for a second. And then quickly break it down, education. Now let's talk about Paulette Wilson. So give you like a background, and then let me tell you her version of that. So what I found after that was, a lot of people were coming back, comments were coming in left, right. Well, I didn't really know much about Windrush, and I'd heard of it, and this is black people saying this. So I was kind of surprised, but at the same time, I was like grateful that, so that little bit of teaching that I did there, that worked kind of thing. So things along the way give me more fuel to carry on and do more type of things like that, because I can see there's a big gap for it. When I first dropped off George Floyd, enough of the comments were saying, finally, somebody's speaking out. So you could see that.
We've been waiting for it.
There was a blatant gap there, and people are like, finally. So now people are getting behind me now, and like, cuz where's the movement? Where's the movement? I've got soldiers, what do you tell us where to be tomorrow? It started something completely different.
Because I feel sometimes things just happen that you can't even write them. You can't even write it. So you couldn't say to yourself, like, you've been rapping and it's not happened for you the way you wanted it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just fallen into place. Now, obviously, it's a very, very, very sad and unfortunate situation. But what that has done has led you to come out and speak the way you speak and rap the way you rap and teach what you're teaching, and our people are waking up.
Right.
Because the scandal with the Windrush scandal has been about. It's been about. And it's not been picked up by people that understand. It's not been picked up by anyone that speaks directly to us. It's been in the news, it's been in the papers, it's been there, but it's not been picked up directly from us and translated to us in our language.
It hasn't. So you just hit a good point there. It's the translation. It's the being able to convert that and cross over as well. Because what it's doing is, because of the nature of what I'm saying, it's hitting the elder generation as well. I'm talking about some elders, don't know nothing about no hip hop, no social media, no nothing. As far as they're concerned, the words is powerful. And then because of the style of rap, because I've perfected my craft over so many years, it hits the young'uns as well, because they get the style of rap. So it's this unique thing where it's like ageless. Whereas before, everything I was doing, you're fitting into some kind of box somewhere. So yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. And what I've noticed, one of the unexpected things, what I didn't expect with this, is where the music's taking me now, where I'm traveling. So I'm doing a show in Birmingham, in Manchester, and I'm linking with the Black Lives Matter or the Black Panthers and the Nation of Islam. I'm linking so many different black factions now. And what I'm noticing, the more I'm moving around the country, you lot don't know what you lot are doing. And you lot don't know there's a black-led political party down here. And then up there, we didn't know, up Midlands, they're looking to start a nationwide black credit union.
Oh, what?
Right, so that we could start investing back in and buying up land and So I'm like, so part of my journey now has been to link people up. So I linked up like Wolverhampton with the Million People March down here. And then that linked Black Panthers with Nation of Islam. So like, linking people together has become a very important part of it now. And I love that part. I didn't anticipate that bit. I thought I just had a message to tell people. But the more I'm traveling, you don't know what they're doing. You need to know, because you're both on exactly the same path.
Page.
So yeah, it's mad.
So do you think it's awoken your purpose?
Do you know what? That I will go as far as saying that, because at first it was more like, this is just me. I'm just talking deep. If we're in a conversation in a room, like I'm going to be as passionate, I'm going to be banging the table, jumping. Like I'm passionate about what I say anyway. So I thought it was this is just me. This is just what I do. But no, when you look on a deeper level, it's definitely awoken. Your path is carved out. Whereas before, you was kind of looking for the path. Where does this music fit the best? Kind of thing. So you just spray it everywhere and see what. But now, I can directly see this has definitely opened up. I would even go as far as calling it a calling, because it's definitely spiritual. Like the amount of people I'm meeting now, and they only see me as a spiritual leader. Like, so this is where you were saying earlier, like, what kind of you an activist rapper or like revolutionist? So I try to stay away from those titles, because I see them as boxes, but then at the same time, the nature of what I'm doing falls into so many of those categories. It will be activist, fully on like the George Floyd. And then like Paulette Wilson, that's going to be revolutionary, because I'm talking about changing the system because of what's happened. So I will hit all of those categories. But at the same time, I'm not just one-dimensional. I kind of will cover a lot of genres in my stuff.
Okay. Do you have a plan because obviously it's been very organic, and so just watching the journey, and I've been chatting, and saying, when I saw it, I did a little bit of homework. I said, right, I need to get, who do I need to speak to get hold of this? But I could have hit you up directly. Yeah, we got the little link, but I thought, you know what, I want to see everything.
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah.
And then I'm saying, okay, I see where I go on. All right, cool. It's all been organic. So some of the things that happened, so George Floyd, that wasn't planned.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul Wilson, that was sent to you.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Are you waiting for things to come to you, or have you got a plan to go forward?
Yeah. So now at the moment now, I've got 2 singles out now. Yeah. So George Floyd Freestyle, we turned that into a single. Shot a video for it and everything. That's called Awakening. Yes. So that's
a powerful video.
That video is powerful, shot by Frost.
Yeah. You lot blocked the road and shut down
everything. Blocked off the road, and we joined in. There was a march going on at the time, so I kind of drew some of the march as well over. It was powerful. It was right outside the Churchill statue, and at the time, Pierre Foolishness was going on. So it was symbolic. Even now, there's still pictures of that. You just know, like in 10 years' time, when you look back to 2020 and what happened there. So it's a big moment. So that Awakening's out now. That's out available.
I'm going to put the link in here.
Put the link in the thing, and then One Voice. Yeah. So One Voice. Let me quickly tell you how that come about. One Voice is all about after the marching and protesting. What's next? Yeah. So that's one of the main questions I kept getting asked everywhere I was going.
Because that's the facts.
What's next?
That's the fact. We've done this.
So what happens next? What happens next? So this is where the linking up different factions was going. What's next? There's a black political party. You need to get on that. There's a black credit union. You need to get on that. Yeah. There's wholly, but so I was like, well, they need to know what's next then. So then that became my next track, my next single. So I entitled this One Voice. So basically the point of it was like, what we need next is to be all singing from the same hymn. 100. You see all this little individual works that's going on? It's a link up thing. So to link it up, we need to sing from one hymn sheet with one voice. One voice. So I entitled the tune One Voice and kind of done like a spin off Nas's One Mic. So it was on that kind of style, and then I brought in a singer, Cookie. She features on it. So that one there kind of went mad as well. So that's available out there now. I shot a video to that. Video's out as well. So yeah, I've got a couple singles on the go. Got a couple deals on the table now as well. A couple things have been coming in. Deals on the table.
Lovely.
And I'm currently like working on education because I'm a trustee as well. I'm a trustee on the charity, the Fair Free Trust. So we do little community work anyway, trying to start Saturday schools and like I help Blue and the Mullica Kids Club, those kind of things. So education always been a big thing for us. I tell you one of my inspirations for this education, Akala. So like obviously we all know what Akala's, what he's on. He's knowledgeable, but one of the main things he keeps saying is Saturday schools. This thing started from when he was 5 years old. And I'm like, he was taught this thing. Like I'm like, we need a couple thousand more Akalas. Imagine if we had a couple thousand man on Akala's level about the place here.
Because you've got to remember, just saying that, sorry to stick it, there's people that taught him. They are there. There are people that are there, but there's not enough light shining. His sister is on point as well.
Exactly.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? There's a lot. But you're right. We need a couple thousand more.
And the link up of it as well. Because we need to know that the Akala over there is working with the one over here, and we can link up. So
big, powerful movement.
Trust me,
powerful connection.
That was my kind of inspiration for the Saturday schools. So then, on my journey now, you know, when things have started coming in, and there's a lot of support now, and we're now kind of embarking on trying to get a space in a university to launch the Badda Trust Foundation. So really, that's just like a Brit style school, you know, Croydon Brits, but kind of more for urban. Our things. So right now we're looking proposals for buildings and stuff. We've got a charity fundraiser event coming up at the end of the year. So really, my aim is to build a university. Once I build one university, I want to branch out and build another one up north, and then we'll cross over the water and build one. So early steps. get space inside
Yeah,
college
man.
first. So
Yeah,
that's
man.
the aim. Education is my main focus. So that's where I'm kind of using the tools of the music now to kind of bring things together. What, you want to join in and do something for the community? Education's what we're going to do. You got any funding you want to? There's people to donate to now. They're looking for the help now. So that's where I'm going. Education.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
I noticed one of your freestyles, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The 10 Feds Commandments.
Oh, right.
Sick. Now,
and you know, like, I'm just the biggest Biggie fan.
Yeah, that's a proper spin-off of Biggie's 10 Crack Commandments.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I've heard it done 1,000 times. You know, like, because that's something, in a way, that beat, yeah, you cannot spit on that beat without using that format.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
You can't go in there and freestyle.
It's something
you
random.
You have to do a
shit.
1 to 10 of something.
Of something.
You have to.
But that 10, I swear, I've played them together. I've literally played them together just because I want.
That and the original.
Yeah,
right.
Because I want to just like I'm juggling.
You're a DJ. You're a music
But I
lover.
want to feature your one so bad. But there's others that are on that, and I don't even feature them because they can't talk to Biggie. I'm not. Do you get what I'm saying? But your one, to me, I can play it.
You can play it.
And I feel like it resonates with me as an older, you know, that like in the Biggie era.
Yeah.
But I still think the youngsters heard it.
Yeah, they definitely heard it. Because I was talking to the youngsters as well.
And it's education. It's teaching them how to handle police.
This is what I'm saying.
Because not let police handle you. How you handle police. They work for us.
Right, exactly.
They work for us. So if you can teach them how to handle and conduct themselves around police, it will save a lot of stuff that happen. A lot of shit that go wrong.
100%.
You get what I'm saying?
Like, and that weren't easy to do. You know? That Biggie one, that 1 to 10 there, because of the pace that's been set, and like you said, that man's tried this before, so you don't even trouble it if you ain't gonna. So
if you're not gonna body it, don't trouble it.
Don't even trouble it. The feds have got triggers in it, so they got things to trigger you off. So that was more like education for the youngers, like who ain't been through it yet, because we've been through it. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, that
they
was
know
a
how
special
to get you. They know how to wind you up. They say a few things. They and then the narrative changes because now you're angry, you're aggressive.
That's it.
Breaching the peace, section this, section that. When they stopped you or they, for nothing. Yeah. And now they've turned it around. So if you can stay calm, keep your, like calm head thinks.
Yeah, exactly that.
That's exactly it. Calm head thinks, bro.
And we can be hot-headed at times. I can't lie, because we know we're up against it. We know the odds are stacked against us. So you got some youngers out there who are like, I know the odds are stacked against me. As a matter of fact, I'm not even conformed. I'm not even in the slightest, because I know you're already looking for it. So it's like I said, education is a big part of what I do still. So
that's sick, man.
Yeah, man.
That's sick. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be cheeky.
Say no.
I want a freestyle.
Man said he wants a 10 right now.
I want a freestyle, man. Yeah.
And
I was thinking about running a beat, but YouTube does all that bullshit and cuts.
Yeah.
So just
all right. I'm gonna give you something completely different. Right. I lift off of these cliff tops and spit boulders. They spit pebbles and little rocks off chipped shoulders. I'm the goat of this thing, family. I done told you. Like a fine wine, getting better as I get older. That don't make any easier for my left shoulder with lots on it. Blue told me watch, I could nothing's go hop on it. I told him, look, I got this, but he was right again. They all hopped on it. I'll be like, ecolocked it. They don't get it. You haven't broke that thing down since you first said it. Echelon is the highest level, and I locked it like a stairway to heaven. Put those together, then ecoloctic is the practice of higher level spitting. It's divine given, it's mind written, there's no pen. Did they get it? Like, did that soak in? Because I've been stoking this fire since there was no bends. Look, Don is lyrical, yet it's spiritual. The wordplay becomes almost minuscule when you get in tune. Mad contact with ancestors like we in a Zoom. Mad powerful, like you're feeling like they was in this room. Yeah, it's that racial sonic boom. Yeah, I'm on it, Blue. Gal couldn't muster this moon kick. I'm a lunatic. Jeez. It's a clean fact. If you're deemed black, you're treated whack. Tell Fat Joe that I'm not going to lean back.
Yeah!
Sound a bit different for them.
I love that.
So you see, like, I kind of go different places with it. And before, they didn't really want to, but now it's kind of like, okay, they're on the journey with me.
They accept you now. It's
me.
funny, because I noticed that when you bust, or when you are in people's mind, you can do anything.
Yeah, hey.
You can do anything. If you done that, say, he's got knowledge.
Even just last year.
Yeah.
Even just
all that knowledge. But you've done your thing, you've got into their mindset, you've now they think they're listening to you.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah.
See now, for me now, that's like, oh man, because I've got some things to give you that you didn't want to hear before. I've got plenty. I've got stacked 3 albums worth of things. So I'm kind of like giving them bits and pieces. Got the singles coming out now. Got a couple of deals on the table. But I've got catalogs of stuff to come through. So we're just feeding it now, giving them everything.
So in terms of the deals that are on the table, and I don't want to talk too much about the deals per se, but I just want to know, like, will they try and censor you? I'm not saying you're going to sign for that, but is that something that they've done?
Well, no, that's what the great thing is, because, like you're saying, it's organic. So the whole nature of what I'm doing, if they're interested because of exactly what I'm doing. So it's almost in a unusual, unique situation where I ain't got to change nothing, because that's what they're coming for, and that's what they want. So I actually can go at it full, unfiltered. So it's a beautiful thing.
But be careful, because some people say, like, we want this, we love this, but just not so hard. You get what I'm saying? Because
I hear that.
It's unapologetic. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listening to you makes young black people feel good. Yeah. It's designed for that. Yeah. It's designed to uplift young black people. Yeah. And
there's some powers that be.
There's some powers that be that don't want that. And
simple as that.
You're gonna get negative backlash.
Yes. 100%.
You must have, the same way you've gone viral and got a lot of positive. You've probably gone viral in the negative way as well. Yeah. Who the fuck does this guy think he is?
Who does he think he is?
Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, so have you got that? Have you witnessed it?
Well, check this. It's funny you should say that. One of the single deals. Yeah. So he passed the tune on to like a plugger. Yeah. Have a little listen to that. That's what we're gonna run with. In the tune, I said, "You're taking a piss, fam. Rip down your system, fam." You see when I said rip down the system? Well, the guy who got passed to was a white A&R, like 50-year-old man, Britain, patriotic. As far as he's concerned, he's got to take that line out, because he ain't ripping down no system, mate. I love my country. No system's getting ripped down like that. So yeah, he's all up for the music. He's all up for the positive thing. He's all up for everything I'm saying. Just that one line, rip down system. He takes that personally. As far as he's concerned, I love my system. There's nothing wrong with my system. No, there's nothing wrong for you. It works for you.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, that's just an example of people already wanting me to change it. Yeah.
Well, that there is not for you.
It's not for you. Exactly. There's another whole set of music that's for you. You can take those. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Trust me.
No, I'm serious, man. Seriously, and it's a proper blessing to get you on. As I said, I've been paying close attention. I'm gonna be honest. Since lockdown, there's complete opposite for me. Like, music hasn't even been my focus. Yeah. Before that, I was on it, downloading music, going like every rave, every weekend, constant on it, making mix CDs. But since the lockdown, I've said, you know what, I'm not running down this music. Right. I'm gonna take a chill pill. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna just spend time thinking, reading, spending time with my kids, spending time with my missus, just living. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I did hear your music, I said, oh, but it's a good thing, because if I may not have taken it in if I was in a different space.
There you go.
Because I'm on that, what's going to bang in the club? What's going to bang in the club? What's going to bang in the club?
Yes, exactly.
What you're going to do might not bang in the club. Right. But it's not designed to bang in the club.
It's not designed to bang in the club.
So it might have missed me. So I'm glad that it's happened. And you say timing is everything. Yeah. Because I might have missed it.
And you know what I noticed? Lockdown is a series of circumstances. Lockdown put everybody at home. Yeah. And then industries starting to crumble gradually, made people start to look inside themselves. Who am I without this big British Airways job, or without this job? Because them companies are flopping. So who am I? Yeah. People start going to themselves and start to find their own personal talents and things that they maybe started and haven't finished. And so lockdown put you at home. The situation made you start looking at yourself. And then George Floyd happened while everyone's got this. Yeah. They've never been so in tune to their thing. So then the same thing. I hit them while they're in the same state.
While they're in that zone,
That same zone. So yeah, like you're saying, timing's everything.
I feel like when it comes to this lockdown situation, I feel like if you've not grown within yourself, then you wasted this time. It's you definitely unless nothing changed for you. Yeah, it should have given you a different perspective. It should have shown you how easy things can be taken away from you if you don't have your own. It should have shown you how much you need to be prepared to be able to handle yourself.
You know what Mummy used to say, put down for a rainy day?
Down for blood, I'm telling you. Because
if we got the rainiest day we could have ever dreamed of.
I'm telling you, some people right now like have lost their job and there's nothing they can do. I had I had a little job going. I wanted some couple people to work for me and nothing major. I put out a little advert in Indeed and I would usually get like 10, 20 applicants, 200 applicants. People that are overqualified for this little thing where I want them to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a long-term contract. It's just something I want them to do. And 200 applicants. I'm talking like man who's got good jobs that just need to get a work.
Work.
You get what I'm saying? Scarce. And a lot of people haven't prepared for the rainy day. So if you haven't grown at all during lockdown in some way, shape or form, I feel like you need to reevaluate what it is you're doing.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All right. Before we cut, I'm gonna be cheeky one more time. And I'm conflicted here because the 10 Fed Commandments is probably like something that's one of my favorites. Paulette Wilson is my favorite. Oh yeah, just quickly talking about Paulette Wilson. She recently passed away, isn't it?
Yeah, she
and the family invited you down to the funeral, yeah?
Yes, that's right.
That's amazing.
Bro, so I went up there to get the blessings to shoot the video for that freestyle. And the family all ended up being in the freestyle. So remember, I've written these bars, I'm going up to do a tribute for someone, but I ain't spoke to the family. My family's asked me to do this, so I felt a little bit like, I need to get their blessing. Their blessing turned into their family now. So they was in the video. Then they called me back up for the funeral. So I was like, wow, this is like I was saying, like you could have never.
You couldn't write that.
Come on, bro. So then I went up for the funeral. We're up there all day and with them the whole day. And I'm like, I was drinking from early, celebrating with them from all 1, 2 o'clock. I said 8:30, 9 o'clock down in the evening. Yo, we want you to do the performance.
I said, what?
If you know me, Frost.
The performance?
When I say, because of the energy of, like I'm with the family, I've been partying with them all day. We're like family now. And now they've asked me to do the thing. Bro, this is one of the best performances I ever done. Vibes-wise, energy, it was crazy in there. So, it's mad.
So, I'm going to put a link to it. Is this stuff on YouTube or all on your Instagram?
Yeah, it's on YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah, I'm going to put a link to everything. I'll make sure we get all of those. But give me the George Floyd. I'm going to end on that.
The George Floyd?
Yeah, man. Because I know it's deep, but it's necessary.
Yeah, no. That one is serious. Yeah. All right. You see, the trouble is, we was out here searching for justices way before social media was showing clutching fists. They snuffed the king live on TV, then kept on pumping it. Then they wondering why the youngers want to bun the ting. That you were born with a burden to have this colour skin. Took a live murder before they understood the suffering. My granny used to say, you got to work twice as hard as the white man if you want to earn the same as him. Well, nah, granny, I'm done. I want my fair share. All that working hard, they still murdered George live on air. Yeah, another black mother's got to cry a tear. Man had his hands in his pockets like I don't care. Well, no more are we taking it. Rest in peace, George. You started the mass awakening. It's gone around the world. It's like history in the making, but the system's got to come down. It was built on racism. Rosa was standing. Martin was walking. Malcolm was fighting. They don't want us talking. It opens up wounds they know is appalling. It's time to look in the mirror and deal with your bullshit. You didn't do it, but your great-great-granddaddy did. And now your white privilege is affecting my kids. Because if your son becomes a Fed and my son becomes a dread, and your son arrests my son might not live. Fuck that. I prefer to die so he can live. So he can tell his kids granddad weren't having it. 2020, in the concrete forest, granddad did bun down Boris just to make sure that we could live. You've seen the people coming together now. You've seen the shit. My white brother's standing with me now. We needed this. When they said the revolution would be televised, I bet they never imagined it on my phone in HD and shit. Yeah. You can take down walls and statues. We prefer if you change laws and statutes. They try to make it about a race war. That's not true. We just want the feds to stop killing our black youths. We just want respect for the things that blacks do. If it's a democracy, do what Democrats do. Because we the only race, had our history erased, then have it rubbed in our face, you've come far, like that'll do. And just for the record, all lives matter is offensive. If you don't get it, ask the whites that's protesting. Because all my white friends and all my friends list, they don't need no explanation. They just with me in the trenches. So that's the truth, Floyd.
Mad!
Rest in peace, George. Say nothing, kid.
Badda,
Say nothing.
respect, my G.
Say nothing.